Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make a pizza loaded ravioli. Alright, so what I did was, and you can follow the way I did it. I did change it just a little bit. I used some breakfast pork sausage because I don't like Italian sausage. So you can use Italian sausage, or you can use the pork sausage that you use for like breakfast and stuff like that. I took that, a half of a green bell pepper, a half of red onion, and I sauteed all that together until the meat was done. Then I took a cup of the meat out, set it aside. You're going to take your favorite pizza sauce. I just got the Great Value brand. It's a 14-ounce jar. You're going to put half of it in with this, and then you're going to put the other half in a 13 by 9 oblong dish, baking dish. So you take this and stir it up. Now, while I was working on this, I took about 19 to 20 ounces of frozen cheese ravioli, and I cooked it in boiling water for about 3 to 5 minutes, not long. Typically, I would just go ahead and put it in the pan, but I'm trying to follow frozen. Put it in the pan frozen. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to think ahead here. But this time, I just tried to follow the recipe the best I could. So, now we're going to move over to this. I'm going to spread this sauce out. Okay. Alright. So, now I'm going to get my raviolis that I cooked. And, you know, I told myself I wasn't going to try to be fancy with this. Just dump these in here and not worry about it, but, you know, I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm just going to do it and hurry up and, you know, go to the next thing. But luckily on this, you don't have to do any layering as far as similar to lasagna, where you have to do part macaroni, part this, you know, all your pasta, whatever. You don't have to do that. I'm just going to put this in the bottom. And stick all that in there. Let's do these real quick. And you can't boil these for long if you use the frozen. I think the author of the recipe, she used the shelf-stable, dried type, I believe. That was their favorite, her family's favorite, but our family loves the frozen cheese ravioli from Walmart. They love it. So, okay. Really easy, really simple. Our next little thing that we got to do is we're going to use another jar of pizza sauce. So what I did was I bought 2 of these. The reason why, it cost me a little bit extra, but the reason why was because the measuring, if you get a bigger jar, it just didn't measure out enough. I think it was more than what I needed. Something like that. I don't even remember now. Alright, right now I'm trying to get the last little bit out of both of these jars. Okay. Alrighty. Let me wipe off my hands really quick. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of Parm. This is spaghetti cheese is what I call it. I would have used freshly grated Parm, but I didn't have any. Actually, I did have some, but it apparently went too long in the fridge. All right, Now you're going to take your mozzarella. I'm only going to put about a cup or so on here. And then now, okay, so I'm going to spread out the mixture that we had here. We'll put another little bit of mozzarella on top. Okay. So that. I've cut up some pepperoni. I'm only using about 3 ounces pepperoni, 3 ounces of some hard salami that I cut up. So you just basically put on your favorite toppings. The recipe that I was following, with it wrote out the way it was, she didn't really make it clear on how this was supposed to layer. So I'm just kind of winging it at this point. You know, we do have a few recipes that are like that sometimes. She put crumbled bacon on top. I'm not going to do that. I figure all this meat's enough. It doesn't need crumbled bacon as well. Whoops. So the pepperoni that I bought was great value. It comes in like a Tupperware container like this. So was the hard salami, both. Take about 2, 4, 6, I think it was about 9 little thin slices of each one. And just cut those in half, and then cut them in half again. And that's all you'll need. And then you can use the rest of that for pizza or another batch of this ravioli. Okay. All right, we're going to bake this at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. You need to serve it hot. And I will show you the finished product. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished product. You're going to want to cover it when you put it in, because I didn't realize it. Normally, y'all know I do. Burnt my little bit of pepperoni and salami that I put on top. But I caught it in time, so it did fine. I paired this with some garlic bread. Now, I want to apologize for the video because it seemed kind of not like my usual, let's do these in steps and all that, is because the written recipe was a little bit wonky. So what my promise is to you is that we will probably make this again in a couple of months, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be good. So, and I don't really think that the order of things really mattered. Now that it's cooked and it's done, it still looks appetizing, still smells fantastic, and I think it's going to turn out just great. I think everybody's going to like it. If you like pizza, you're going to like this. I am more than sure. And you can customize your toppings to what you like. We usually like everything. So, I think, you know, again, like I said, I will try to make this again maybe in the future in a few more months. And maybe I'll try to do a little bit better on that video, because this one was kind of not so right. And I kind of feel bad about that. But make sure that you, I don't even know if I said it before, it was 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. It doesn't take long. Like I said, keep it covered because it will burn. Okay? Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to work on a chicken bacon ranch tater tot casserole. So you need to preheat your oven to 400 degrees and get a large mixing bowl out. And we're going to combine a lot of our ingredients there. And then transfer it to a 9x13 baking dish that you have sprayed with some cooking spray. So in a large bowl, you're going to combine your chopped chicken, chopped cooked chicken, and all your measurements will be down below at the link for the recipe. All right, we're going to use some real bacon bits instead of a pound of crumbled cooked bacon. And you need to reserve some for the topping. And let me see, 16 ounces of sour cream. A can of low sodium cream of chicken soup. Scrape some of this out. A pack of, pack of ranch dressing powder. Two cups of shredded cheddar. Okay, so you stir all this up. You're going to pour everything that you mix together into your 9x13 baking dish. You're going to spread this out, and then you're going to top it with your tater tots. You're going to need about a 28 ounce to 32 ounce bag of tater tots. It's real hard to find 32 ounces anymore. So the closer you can get to, it'll be fine. It's okay if it's a little bit less. Okay, so I'm just going to spread these out on top. I'm not going to worry about them being perfectly put in here or anything like that. Okay, so you're going to put this in a 400-degree oven for about 40 minutes. And then we'll take some out and garnish it with some more bacon and some green onions. I'll see you back here in 40. Okay, y'all, so this is a finished product. I topped it with some more bacon bits and some sliced green onions, and it's ready to serve. I'm going to serve it hot. You can always put a vegetable as a side on this. You've got your starch and your meat in this dish here. Corn would be a good idea. Green beans, really anything. Any kind of vegetable that you choose. A salad would be good too. But I like these little tater tot casseroles because you can make them up, customize them any way you want. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.